What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Major key, whatever, blah blah blah. Hi, Nathan.
You forgot your own name?
Yeah, that's my actual name. Pretty catchy name if I do say so myself.
It sucks.
Says the Flaming Z on my computer. Anyway.
Flaming Z is awesome.
Debatable. I prefer
It's
Flaming...
it's a letter on fire.
Yeah, but I prefer a different letter on fire, like the K.
Yeah, well, Z's better. Gives it the end of the alphabet. The last one. The final. The end.
The final.
Nothing but ahead of that.
You know, that's really tempting. That's really tempting for me to add in the final countdown. But anyway, we have just got back from. I can never pronounce this name. Insomnia.
It's Insomnia. Insomnia.
Fine. Every time I say, "Go ahead, Nathan," you say that.
Insomnia.
So, yeah. Minecraft Expo Convention Gaming Big Festival UK thing.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, Multiplay. I think that's the company that sponsors it, or is that the actual thing?
To be honest, I don't know. All I know is I got a voucher for winning the awards with Kieran, which was amazing!
Oh yeah, we'll talk to that anyway. So, we got back from the convention. Unfortunately, Josh couldn't be here with us, but I have gotten the souvenir, so there's that.
No comment?
Yeah, pretty much. And Lewis was, I think, camping, or basically he couldn't be with us because...
Because he couldn't be asked and didn't want to go.
No, I didn't ask him. One, because...
He wouldn't go.
I don't think he wouldn't have been able to come because he'd need someone to drive him away for Telford, and because his mum is a childminder, I don't think that can happen. But anyway, we're just here to talk about what you think of the conference. So Nathan, what do you think of the con? Other than the tournament, because I know you're going to go on about that.
Fine. It was good. I didn't like the part that they'd sold out of Minecraft phone sword and pickaxes, which were really expensive themselves. Son of a bitch. Meeting them people, I didn't actually meet them. My mum went and got loads of things. I watched the Yoxcast do a live let's play of something or other, which I didn't even like. So I got a bunch of autographs, and Kieran got one too. The thing involved, I think they're called playing Starbound. I started watching it, then got bored halfway through. And as I returned from watching that, Kieran was beating the shit out of people on Injustice.
Pretty much. That is the first time I've ever seen this in my life. A PlayStation 3 arcade machine. That made me feel old.
And then he got beaten by a spammer.
Yes, I did. And I hate... No, not spammer. Button bashers.
I call them spammers.
I hate button bashers in fighting games. There's no strategy, and that just proves they have no skill within the game.
Well, to be honest, there was one time I beat you in that one, like the Marvel vs. Capcom, whatever it was. I beat you in that by spamming. The only reason I did that because it was literally the first time I ever played the game. You're like, alright, put this on, I will beat you.
Learn how to combo, learn how to counter, learn how to...
I didn't even know how to play the fucking game.
Learn.
I'm not going to beat the crap out of you while I try to learn.
How did you play Arkham Asylum? How did you play Arkham City for the first time? You learned.
Because that's not a brawl game. I must say, the button mashing on there was hilarious because I basically got the guys to charge him continuously. Really
that was annoying.
It was hilarious. His reaction was like, ugh!
There was one guy, two guys you missed who were brothers. One guy tried to take me on, another guy tried to take me on. I just stayed as Nightwing in Injustice, and they both were button bashers. One was button bashing with Solomon Grundy, the other was Bane. I guess they have a thing for hard-hitting characters, I don't know. So I managed to beat him legitimately with combos and stuff as Nightwing, so yay for that. So I did beat a button basher for once.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But yeah, I was bored immensely because this was the live panel thing, and Nathan wanted to go to.
And I got a seat, watched it for about half an hour, so I
you
got bored.
A seat? I thought you were standing up and watching it.
No, I got a seat luckily. I nicked one right next to someone. I don't know who the hell they were, obviously. But yeah, I watched it for a while, got bored and went away.
Fair enough. And I was just beating the shit out of people because everyone would get there was like 5 people there. And they just turned to me and said, "Do you want to play?" And I said, "Okay then." And then they have this whole winner stays on rule going on. So I beat hit the first guy, So he moved off and the next guy came on, and I beat all 5 of them. They pissed off, but literally, just as they about to piss off, more people came up and decided to challenge me, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then while I was battling them, more people showed up, and then while I was battling them, more people showed up, and continuing.
Well, I think Kieran's favourite bit is when we found a retro gaming thing and he had multiple orgasms.
Yes, the game room. Oh, just to put it straight, because I understand multiple gaming conventions have game rooms. This is both me and Nathan's first con. So, even though I know quite a lot of the tricks of the trade of cons, I've never been to one. I've just listened to a bunch of people talk about cons and stuff. So,
like you are now.
Exactly. So we went.
Yes, they are.
So we went to the con, and basically one of the first things we saw was the game room, with TVs all hooked up and consoles like Sega Genesis, Nintendo Entertainment Systems, N64s, GameCubes, there was a PS2, a PS1. There was no Xbox 360s, PS3s. There was.
I'm pretty sure I think there also was Spectrum. Pretty sure there was Spectrum.
There was a Spectrum. There was an Atari. I remember seeing an Atari.
Anyway, basically when Kieran saw it, he was like, "Oh my god, see, you've got it!" And he went off.
Yeah.
He never
played Mario Bros. 3. We also played Sonic on the Sega Master System.
And then Kieran found a shop where you could buy Nintendo 64 and wanted to blow all his money on it.
Yes, but unfortunately I had things to buy for other people, and
want to keep his money. We also found an authentic Arkham Asylum Batarang, which it was really cool. But sadly it was too much money. But I got other Batarang. I got 2 Dark Knight ones and an Arkham City one.
Yeah.
Which
I bought for you.
Yes, I know. And moving on to the highlight, which I will call of the convention, the tournaments.
Well, before we move on to the tournaments, I just want to...
Aww!
Well, you'll get your chance. We were lining up for the Wolves tournaments, and Nathan went off for a few seconds, and I was just saving our spot, and he came back to the line, which hadn't got any bigger. I was actually worried that by the time he'd come back, people had got behind us. Whatever, he came back, the line didn't really get any bigger, and we heard someone in front of us, and it was Red Newt Gaming. If you don't know who he is, I'll leave his link into the channel in the description below. And we saw him, and there was a huge coincidence, because I know him, who goes to my sort of college thing, and I didn't know he was going to be here, and he didn't know I was going to be here. We both looked at each other and said, "The fuck are you doing here?" That was
basically, I hadn't got a clue what was going on, so I kind of stood about and did bugger all while they had yelling at each other.
So
then basically, apparently he had a couple of friends, one was apparently a champion at the wall, yada yada yada. I thought it'd be a good idea in case we should all work together, as a team, and then we'd probably win. And Kieran said not to trust them, but long story short, when we sat down...
Don't trust anyone in the walls.
Except the person you're working with.
That's just the person working in the office, obviously. We all went into the same match together with Red Newt Gaming and his pals.
So basically, there were 6 of us sitting around, me and Kieran, and those 4.
There was 2 random dudes we didn't know.
And and later on they started spying on us because one of the guys died and they were pricks. Anyway, we all sat round, some kid had changed the control that Joseph found, so I had to go do that. Then I had a ridiculous ass mouse, which was like from the future. Someone had weird stuff on it, I didn't even know what it was for. And we started off, I was freaking out for the entirety of the thing, at least at the start, the 10 minutes, and Kieran was quite calm most of the time. As Kieran will say.
Yep, I was pretty calm because I was just like, you were pretty nervous because we were just like, I'm just like, it's a game, dude. We have to calm down, and if we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. I didn't expect we win. I actually expected that I'd be the first one out because the Walls is the only Minecraft tournament thing I planned on entering because that's the only thing I have somewhat skill at, and that's about it.
Well, basically, after the 10 minutes, we had bugger roll. We decided to do a sky fortress since lava would start coming from the bottom up to the top.
Speaking of that, do you want to talk about the map?
Yeah, for underground to the surface.
No, I'm talking about the map we were in. It was what was it called, Aztec.
Yeah, it was all that.
Map. The creator of the map was there with us. That was pretty cool. He asked us what we thought about the map, and I thought it was pretty good. I
was kind of too busy playing. Anyway, so we found out after all the drop that a lot of other people had made sky bases. Basically, at least 3 more people had, and the rest of them were on the ground trying to kill us all. And I fell off the sky base. And I saw this other guy coming at me. I'm like, Like, I got really low hearts, so I got like 2. I'm like, oh bollocks. So I threw like a potion of harming at the dude and shot a guy at the top of my bow because I'm an amazing shot. Keep note of that. And I actually killed him. And I'm like, Kieran, guess what? I killed someone! And I was actually quite overreacting to that. And the guy had poisoned me, so I was constantly on half a heart, which wasn't very nice. After that, I got back up to the skybase after nerd polling and, well, actually, I did set us both on fire at one point. Because he made it slightly out of wood, which I was like, no, you cannot make it out of wood. That's the exact reason. Put down a flint and tinder and start burning most of the place up, because...
We had a contingency plan, though, just in case someone nerd
yes,
up to
basically, we have TNT in the centre of it. If someone comes over, we pull a lever, it all blows up, we jump out of the thing, hopefully they die in the explosion.
Yeah, but then there was the off chance that by that time the lava would have risen high enough to the point where we kind of would get pwned.
Moving on. Okay, so I got back up and I saw this other guy and he said, "Go on, you should shoot him." I'm like, "There's no point in wasting arrows." And we got to the stage where some kid was spying on us, basically telling his friend what we were doing. Screen lookers, arseholes. And this one guy was like nerd polling to the other sky base. And so I looked at him and like, oh, what the fuck not? Shot him and I hit him and knocked him off his nerd pole and nearly killed him.
To be fair, he was actually looking at what our screens because he died, and that was Red New Gaming, and he actually didn't tell. He just had a look to see what we were doing. I actually knew
Pretty
that.
sure I heard them talking, and I thought the other guy leaned across to look at us. The kid.
I actually heard them talking quite a lot, and no one actually said. He didn't say what we were doing.
You sure? Because I saw the kid who was on the left of us.
Yeah, no.
Like trying to look at our screens. Anyway, so I shot the dude off his nerd pole, nearly killing him. Sadly didn't. And then the people in charge were kind of annoyed at us. They said, they're all building sky bases. Because basically, we just sat there for like 15 minutes while the lava rose doing bugger all. I fell off the sky base again. At that point.
We all fell off the sky base. The game master, whatever he is, the guy who was running the server, he just decided, hey, this is boring.
I know, but no, seriously, I did fall off twice, and then at one point either like the person who made it, some guy called Joel or Tom or something.
No, he wasn't the guy that made the world. He was just the kind of like referee, I guess you could say, along.
But it was really funny because he just floated up. He was in creative mode, just floated and looked at us, and we just looked at him. and we was like.
He's the guy to make sure everyone's not cheating and stuff like that.
Yeah, we was looking at him and it's like, oh. What's this guy doing here? Hey!
Then he was like, you know what, we've seen, because they've had to, referee a bunch of tournaments, walls tournaments, and he's like, you know what, everyone's been doing Sky Fortress lately, how about we shake things up a bit, and TP'd us all to the ground so we could have a free-for-all.
And basically, me and Kieran, I saw this guy in iron armour, full iron armour, I was like, oh, bollocks. And he was charging at me, so I shot him a couple of times that I could, and I'm like, Kieran, charge him!
We both charged him at the same time.
And we nearly died. Kieran only had a wooden sword, I had iron. We killed him, and I see this guy in iron trousers running away. And I'm like, oh, screw that. I raced after him, and he tried to, like, either climb a tree. I don't know what he was doing. He got trapped at some point. I ran behind him and killed him. And, well, was it? We won.
Yeah. Do you remember, I didn't actually have a wooden sword. I had a wooden sword for the first half of it, but then you managed to get some iron, you gave me some iron, I managed to get an iron sword.
Well, when I saw you charging him, you had your wooden sword out.
Oh yeah, because I had dropped that by the time by accident.
You dropped your iron sword?
Yeah, because they have the weirdest mouses ever. You gotta give them that, dude.
I know they have the weirdest mouses. Anyway, wait, when I said we won, I couldn't really believe it. I'm like, we won? We won! Suck that, champion! We'd be the champion of the walls. Suck it! Anyway, yeah, we also got some
tokens,
which me and Kieran have, except I have no idea how we get them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up later.
Prize vouchers, literally no idea how you get them in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up later, because I want my prize, damn it.
Same, because I worked quite hard at beating them. I was freaking out for 90% of the time.
Speaking of which, I think I've actually lost it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look about.
You lost it?
I potentially have, yes, but don't worry.
You're an idiot.
Last time I can't just memory. It was in my pocket, but I actually think it's in my bag. You know, the bag that I had.
I swear to God, if you've lost that, I'm gonna throw a batarang at you.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna find that later. But the point is, okay, let's go on to. What some gaming merch we saw / bought. So
Again, Balarangs, Kieran got a pixelated girl or something he probably masturbated over.
Pixelated Ramona from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That was awesome. I think that was my highlight.
And he did some other stuff. Oh, he bought Luigi's Mansion as well.
I bought Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, which I have not actually had the chance to play yet, so I'm going to go around that. I had the Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, which was 20, so that wasn't too bad. A tiny bit more expensive, but it's still pretty good.
And after that, basically, I was done because there wasn't much more I could really be bothered to get because nothing.
Didn't you get a T-shirt?
What?
Didn't you get a T-shirt? I thought you were going to go line up for a T-shirt, or was it?
No, I wanted to get a foam sword and pickaxe, but they'd sold out.
Well, it is kind of popular.
I know. Well, at that point, Kieran decided to go do some filming, which you should see hopefully in the video if Kieran can be asked to edit it.
Yeah, well, you'll see it while we're voicing over it and stuff like that, whatever.
I don't think there's going to be enough video unless you'll have to replay it over and over again.
No, I got enough footage.
I hope so, we've been going on for like 27 minutes now.
I know.
Anyway. Actually more like 20. Anyway, at that point Kieran went off to do some filming. I stayed with my mom and she was talking to this random dude. And when Kieran got back, we were in like a board game area. We saw Sky does Minecraft selling autographs.
There should have been some Yu-Gi-Oh card stuff there.
Get over it.
There should have been some Yu-Gi-Oh.
There wasn't. Get over it.
There should have been.
And I'm not going to talk about anything after we left the building because it will probably just make me angry.
What?
Oh, you know, Kieran, you were there.
What? I don't understand what you're going on about. You kind of faded out.
Do you want to say it on like, oh, I want to say camera, on audio?
Yes.
Well, no offence to our friend Josh.
Oh, well, no, don't say that. Don't say that.
Then edit this bit out then.
Okay, I'll edit that out. Jesus fucking Christ, don't say that. Ooh, that was close. Anyway, just that was the basic gist of it. Because you went to the Oxcast thing, what was they doing? Was it just playing StarCraft or whatever?
Basically, yeah, Starbound. It was basically Tekkit, except...
In space.
No, actually, it was on the planet and they were doing shit. I didn't watch all the way through because I couldn't be asked. I did find it slightly funny at times when Duncan, teleports down to this planet and Sips and Shin are both women in like dinner dresses for no apparent reason. No, I didn't really get what was going on. I'm like, right, fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I left, met up with Kira, and he lost to a spammer, and we went off.
And yeah, that was the Yogscast thing. I wasn't interested, but I went because Nathan did it. We also got what was the signing thing I got? Oh yeah, Sky does Minecraft. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Mom got you that, and I got 6-1 Sky does Minecraft.
Thank you on the off chance that Nathan's mom's watching this.
She isn't going to watch this, you idiot.
I'm saying on the off chance. I'm saying it.
She's not. All she watches is Jeremy Kyle, which sucks. That's the only use for YouTube is watch Jeremy Kyle, and Jeremy Kyle sucks.
What, she uses YouTube to watch that? I thought she
yes.
Like something like BBC iPlayer.
No, she watches on YouTube. It's the exact same thing. All he does is he yell at people and says he's making it worse. He's like, oh hi, nice to be on the show. You're an asshole. You slept with this person. Why? You should be over to this kid even though you don't like him because I say so.
Oh god, that's genius.
He's an idiot.
That's funny. But yeah, things you would like to see, because we all know we're probably going to go to the next year's con if it's on, won't we?
Well, we're also going to Comic-Con when we come of age.
When we get the chance. We're going to the London one or the American one?
American, obviously. American chicks have British accents. It's universally known.
Oh yeah, that's the reason you want to go.
I've got plenty of evidence to support that theory.
Yeah, and I'm going to hopefully Alcon this year, but don't hold me to that because I don't know if the money's going to be there.
He's going with his girlfriend.
Potentially. That's if she gets back.
She probably will come back anyway.
No, I know she'll come back, but I don't know if she'll get back in time for the con. But anyway, things you would like to see in next year's con.
Me?
Yeah. some
If there's the odd guest there, I want Lewis and Simon. That's the only thing I've actually wanted to watch. And because they weren't there, I just thought, well, I'll watch them just so I'll make them feel better.
That the only improvement throughout the entire con?
Wouldn't mind getting a bit more diversity on the Minecraft stuff. Because there's only 4 things: Hunger Games, Leafs, the Walls, and Parkour. I would like to have maybe survival games or something or other.
Right, here's my kind of thing. Because I, you know, the whole Minecraft thing was like hugely...
One thing I do remember is that they gave out massages, and I'm pretty sure I wanted Kieran to go on it, but then he got a girlfriend, so he couldn't really be touched by a woman.
Unfortunately not. But,
So the way she very nicely asked, would you like a massage? I'm like, ooh, but no, thank you.
go ahead
I've
then,
got things
Nathan,
to
you're
do.
single.
Yeah, well, I had things to do.
Well, when you get a DeLorean in the sometime future, go back in time, slap past you in the face, and say, go and accept that shit.
Yeah, well...
You'll become a happier man because of it.
Yeah, well, she was, like, way older than me, dude.
Alright.
It's also quite funny how, I don't even know what game they're doing, but there's 2 chicks in army uniform showing off their boobs, and I'm like... Yeah, well, since you're in a crowd full of nerds, you're going to get a lot of attention.
I was going to say, you're going to get a whole lot of sweaty nerds there.
Yeah.
But if there's a few things I'd like to think of, because in the whole advertising for this con or whatever, it was wholly playing up the whole Minecraft Expo kind of thing. And yes, there was a lot of Minecraft shit.
But there wasn't.
Well, no, there was. Like, there was the
Oh,
t-shirts,
really?
there was the thing. Well, compared to what they usually have, from what I can gather, there was more than the Minecraft stuff. There was tournaments and stuff like that. I also like that, but I also want them to up some other stuff, because I want them to keep that and, like Nathan said, increase the whole Minecraft merchandise, but I also want them to up some other stuff. Like, I want some Smash Bros tournaments going on, I want some Injustice tournaments going on, I want some Street Fighter tournaments going on.
You love your fighting games, don't you?
I